So, you're doing great, everybody. Andy Glob is my name, and just want to invite you to a little session how to make new strings on the guitar this morning. It's time to put new strings to my guitar, and yeah, that's what I'm gonna do now. So, for all you people out there who want to know how to make new strings to your guitar, at least on a nylon one, here it is, or at least the way I do it. First of all, I'm putting all the strings down and keep them for backup. If somehow your strings will get crushed, or your new strings, I always keep the old ones for backing up. So if they're not broke, I think they are good for an backup or for an backup. So yeah, I'm cleaning the guitar most of the time when I put new strings on. I use a hand glove kind of they have in you have for your face or something. Have a separate one maybe for the guitar. So I clean the guitar with a wet hand glove or a face glove, how you ever wanna pronounce that. Yeah, then I pick new strings to it. This time I picked the Savares. It's the 520R. I have a couple of them. I have what I love. What I use in most of the time, or very often, is the um, label strings. They have some classic. They have some medium hard tension ones, and they have some light tension ones. What I love to do, I love to play with the light tension. Most of the time, they have the black. They have the black nylon, and they're doing a great job, I think, for playing in public, playing they everywhere. They're doing a solid job. I think for recording and everything, they're just solid. And for price of 10 euros, something around it, 10, 11 euros, I think yeah, it's enough for me. It satisfies my um, my taste and my searching for guitar playing and professionality. But this is for each and everybody. Um, Different. Everybody needs and see something different in it. But to me, kind of 10, 11 euros, I'm satisfied with it. Most of the time, I'm ordering at Thomann or we have music store. I think a lot of shops around where you can get these one. I use former the luthier strings, but I think they don't manufacture um, that much anymore. So this is what I tested out the Labelle ones and the Savares, and so I ordered sometimes this and sometimes I'm ordering these ones, and yeah, both are cool. Sometimes you have to have a little bit um, a different aspect kind of. So yeah, let's start. Pick out the E strings, for example, and go from there. So they have two sides of it, a sprinkled one and a more strict one. Of course, you can put some oil to your guitar and to your mechanics. Meanwhile, you um, cleaned it and more. I think if you have some olive oil or something at home, you're good to go with it. It's kind of universal for doing so. Yeah, let's go from there. So putting some guitar strings, putting some guitar strings to your guitar. I think it's concentrate myself real quick, and I can show you the vision of it if you like. So I think it's not that difficult. What you do is you put a if you see this, you put a little you put a little sleeve around the string. So if you put the string down, you go beneath that and you clip it by its physic kind of into this knob. Then you make another sleeve on top of the guitar. And then here's a trick that I watched on a new guitar that I was buying back then. You just wrap it around the string, and then you clip it by putting the mechanics to its position. So I think there's a very easy way. I think there are a lot of ways to, of course, to set up some set up guitar strings, but this is kind of a very very effective and easy way to do so without having yeah any any problems with it and I don't know maybe doing too much to it kind of. What I do, this is now the I always keep the old strings into the kind of into the shadow of the new ones for having a backup one. So the E string to the E, of course, you never know, somewhere string gets crushed, you're happy with it. Even it's just one, the A, the D, or the E, or the G, or the B, you always have an backup without having maybe 10 euros of putting a new set to it by just um, by just one string that's defect kind of. So what I do now is now I go with the high E from the low E to the high E because I was imagining it if you have it kind of car wheels, you put new car wheels to your car, and you most of the time, or this what I learned once, you switch the screws to fix them or to to fix the wheel. So you go always crossing the screws. You go from um, maybe from north to south and east to west, and this is what I'm gonna do at the guitar strings as well to keep the top of the guitar maybe not two sided when you fix the strings. So this is the this is my secret to it. So you go from the high E to the low E, and you go from the A to the B, and you go from the D to the G kind of. And this is this. So at least in my mind piece, you have always a good tension top to it without having maybe um, too much tension on your top or too much discrepancies in terms of tension on your top side of the guitar. So we have a red button on the strings. I think both sounds cool. It depends on the personal taste and I mean it's guitar playing. You play the guitar and this is the kind of the standard what's about. You started out with an 80 euro guitar or something, so um, everything is good if it's a 10 euro set, a 5 euro set, maybe sometimes a 15 or 20 euro set. So this is the next. Yeah, I'm about to maybe restore that guitar. I have to put some new new impregnation to it somehow. It's an Juan Montero guitar, Juan Montero 9071, and the fretboard of it should get a new impregnation kind of. Let's see about that. I'm on the figuring out of terms and more to it. It's a great guitar. If God say so, I want to keep it for more. If you have a good sounding guitar, um, why not doing some restoration or more to it, like you have a great piece of wood in terms of a garden stool or something, or a beautiful cupboard, or a beautiful handmade closet or something. I think if you can do it, why not put in some um, second love to it, kind of. So let's see about that. Maybe I have to check out the terms. So this the high E now. You can clip with later on, or cut these strings um, later on. The overs bought me a little clip on a supermarket. So here's the second one. The high E is kind of, or the high strings. You wrap it 2 times around the string. So you go put your string into the hole, then you make a little sleeve around it, and then you wrap it one or twice. This is how I have seen it or learned it. Once or twice on your high on your high string, and then you will fix it, kind of, or clip it with its physique, and then it fits proper. And on the high side of it, you make a sleeve as well, 2 3 times around this around the string itself, and then you just fix it by putting the string to tension, kind of. Yeah, this is, I think this is it. And then go for more A string, B string, D string, G string, and more. Yeah, let's see how the Severus. Love that this Severus have a bit, or they has a bit the Renaissance lute sound to it. So if you listen to a lot of lute music or Renaissance, they have a bit the they have a bit the lute sound to it. Yeah, beautiful as well. Like I said, something around €10. It's the 520R, and you're doing a solid job as well. So go further with it. Now we have the E, the high E, and we will let the old, the used one, at least I do it, into its shell for for saving resources, saving money if you like. You never know if you have a second D to it or this D now. You can use this set maybe for recover for having it 2 weeks or something if you have new till you have new strings, or if you ever get in trouble maybe somehow to buy new ones and you have a spot of 1 hour 1 week or something without having new strings, you good to go by using them old ones if you like. Further with it, the A string. Yeah, was thinking about to restore the guitar myself. It's kind of the fretboard. You see here um, shellac or the the saving to the wood. What they did maybe back in 1971. You see the blanket of it, so it's of course playing a lot the guitar. So here is no saving of the wood anymore. So I you have to bring new polish kind of to it, new saving to the wood. And this is the question. I mean, it's an old guitar. It's 1971, but I love it. It has like you heard, it has an incredible sound. And I think it's hard to find all the time guitar like that that sounds really great. It sounds very radio, like you listen to my recordings if you like. So why giving this guitar to rest and and try to find a new one that sounds similar to this or similar good as this? Um, so why not restoring um, um, this beautiful piece of um, yeah, Spanish handcraft, if you like. So yeah, let's see about that. If I can do this myself, or I will send it or give it to a guitar luthier. Let's see about that. Um, yeah, I think what you have to do is rubbing some wood with a kind of a rubbing paper, and then you have to polish, or you have to bring back up the wood polish. It's kind of, I think it's kind of a garden stool or a garden interior on your terrace or something. I think it's very the same, but I never did it. So yeah, let's see about that. How things turns out. Yeah, and I'll go with the A string. So we have two sides of it. There's a more sprinkled one and a more strict one. I never really came to clue which side is now for which um, on the guitar, but I always do it for my feeling. So I think the strict one you will use for the rear bar of the guitar, and the sprinkled one I will use for the maybe more wrapping around side of the guitar for the bar side of the or the mechanic side of it. Maybe the manufacturers have the opposite in mind, but it's all good, works out. So cannot be that wrong. Yeah, it was beautiful days, the last days. A beautiful sun, I think. It's funny, it's end of August. Nearly comes close to September, October, November. We are saving a little bit money now. Let's see about that winter time. I think I will go 1 or 2 months, maybe more the southern region of the world to play the guitar. Let's see about that. And then you just wrap it around the string itself. It's a easy, very easy way to, I think, put up the strings or um, bring up the new strings without having any control issues of it. It's always safe and always proper kind of. New videos as well for my cycling yesterday a bit on my YouTube if you're interested in sightseeing and stuff. You can watch them too if you like. It's just beautiful putting the cam on your cycle and go from there. I love that as an artist. Um, and do it all by yourself. A lot of beautiful pictures of the area came through as well. You can watch them as well if you want to. So that's the thing. Then you wrap the string just around itself. If you see this, you wrap it once and then you wrap it around the string and you fix it by tension the string, and it controls itself and it's goes proper kind. Beautiful, amazing. the old one to the or the sleeve to the back to the old one. It's funny. I was thought about or thinking about. I think the guitar is one from its form, the kind of the essence of founding of yeah human how to um, how an instrument sounds best kind of. It started somewhere on the yeah prehistoric time, stone flutes, and then I don't know, there are a lot of instruments. It comes to ouds, it comes to lutes and stuff, and then they came up with the guitar, I think in the 1870 or something. The Taurus model, I think Taurus was the or is the man of the guitar. So they found a new size to it, and I think it's the guitar is one of the most um, yeah, or the main instrument of the world kind of. Then you have country guitars, you have e-guitars, you have a lot of forms to it, but the form is kind of always the same, and it's that powerful, the guitar, um, that you can do everything with it. So the guitar is that strong, I think, um, that you will relate to a higher life or yeah, and God kind of. This is, I think, what's the beauty about the music is the magic of it. It's that strong that you will vision a life over this, yeah, over this earth being kind of. So if you have a good guitar, or at least you listen to a good guitar piece, it carries you above yeah, of a higher spirit of life, and this is a beautiful thing about the guitar and music itself. I think it's the same. The high strings, you will do the same way. Wrap it two times, kind of two times around itself, and go from there. So it's something beautiful to be a musician and be allowed to play music for the people. I think it's one of the oldest tradition in human being to um, to create art and yeah, go out and play in front of the people, play in public. It's kind of that what they say the gypsy. I think it don't has to do with the region of the world. Gypsy is kind of the chip, the coin, kind of a coin man. Someone who sits there and plays for a coin, a gypsy. Um, this why I think that the big people are always on the 1 euro coin. If you spot it, I think Mozart and the king. I think the king of Spain. Um, I think Don Juan is the name. They're all on the 1 or the 2 euro coin. So this is why they, yeah, probably they was gypsies. They played music for people who drop in a coin into their um, into their shadow, but without seeing it with an yeah, maybe a negative aspect to it. Everybody's a gypsy. If you go to the Mercedes-Benz factory or you serve coffee in a bar, you go for gypsies as well at the end of the month. So uh, yeah, I think this is no scaling out of um, structure by human worth being. This is just a fact, and this is how a music or a musician or an um, um, independent artist or every artist or everybody does his yeah, collect his money, collect his daily bread, go out and do something, and you will get something back, kind of. So now we have the B string. The same way you put the high strings. With the high strings, you wrap it 2 times around the string. On the upper side of it, you will you wrap it as well around the string and fix it with the by tension it, the mechanic, and more. Now put the old string as well to the shell to have it as backup once if you have or if needed. So 2 times, 2 sets more. The G and the D string. So I think I will do one more and searching um, for a break button, but till now I don't can't or I cannot see it. Yeah, it was just around. On the G now. Like I said, I'm doing the Saurus 520R, something around 10 euros or something, or 11 euros. Stays a couple of months. I think it's a good price. I always think 10 euro to me is like heaven. It's kind of solid. There are more expensive and more cheap ones, but I always go with the mid of it, kind of plus minus. New videos of my singing are as well around if you like. I think it's another kind of a mastership if you do a singing in the public without guitar, without anything, just an a cappella. I think it's really the pre-form of art itself. If you're really doing a singing kind of the stories of the Italian opera singers somewhere on the well of Rome or somewhere in the world, Caruso and all of them who were singing on the piazza. I think this is yeah, it's a very beautiful thing. So here's the word. I have to get my clip. I have to go get me some scissor. I'm gonna go back with a live session. Yeah, we'll do a break and show you some pictures more um, of it. Hope you enjoyed my little live about doing the new strings to the guitar, doing some photos to it, and go from there. There, my set card is somewhere around this post for more if you like. Stay tuned. See us around. Andy, go bye bye.